Hey, Shalom Akim, Shalom, Shalom. All right, this is your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, coming with another lesson through the Spirit, and Lord willing, this be edifying unto the Lord's elect. And before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto our power, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachaha Kodash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. All right. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, of whom I've grown in this truth under. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Akwath that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth, to you Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen and who look like those heathen nations. But your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel through the line of your fathers. I want to say peace and blessings to you all, Barakatham. All right. So we got a bunch of things that's taking place, you know what I'm saying, geopolitically, you know what I'm saying? And if you're not paying attention to it, all right, you're going to be left behind, man. As the Elder Apostle Tahar says all the time, you miss a day, you miss a lot. You know what I'm saying? And a whole lot of shit is going on. All right? And the Lord is moving these pieces, okay, across this board. Let me get this started in the book of 2nd Esdras. All right? 2nd Esdras chapter 9. And verse 1. All right, we measure in the times, man. So it reads, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also the highest have plain beginnings, in wonders and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. All right. So, we're measuring the times diligently and understanding that the Lord is speeding up the days, man. Okay, we're in the time, all right, that's going to lead to the finale, all right, of Babylon's demise. You know what I'm saying? The world is the world is seeing America for the old hag that she has become. You know what I'm saying? She's no longer that sexy, appealing harlot. You know what I'm saying? Now she's old, she's haggard, she's tired, she got wrinkles, man. You know what I'm saying? She's been used up. She's toxic to be around. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be around America anymore. All right? Nobody. So what we're going to do is we're going to listen to a couple of videos here. All right? And just to let you know that it's coming to the time, man. All right? It's coming right to the time. Let me read this again in 2nd Esdras chapter 9 and verse let me get real quick. Let's go back to verse 3. It says, Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. All right, earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. You know what I'm saying? And we're dealing with the rulers, okay, who are leading in this what's the word? This tyrannical way. You know what I'm saying? You look at Trump And everybody's starting to turn on him now, right? The people are mourning. You see? So uproars of the people are going to come. And that's going to result in 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and chapter 16 playing out. All right? Prophecy is in motion. So let's listen to these videos. Before I do that, I want to declare fair use under the Copyright Act of 1976, Section 107. All right? Under this clause allows for fair use. All right? I'm not making any money from this. No monetary gain is being had. All right? And it's for educational purposes only. So bear with me.
Also, we run out of reserves in about 4 weeks. You know, there are reserves all over the world, and we would really run out. And there'll be a time when... Also, we run out of reserves in about 4 weeks. You know, there are reserves all over the world, and we would really run out. And there'll be a time when you wouldn't be able to get it. And you want to see Bedlam?
All right, y'all, so you heard it there, okay? For everyone calling me crazy, everyone calling Mr. Global crazy, everyone saying that there's nothing going on, well, you heard it right there. Your president just said it for you. He just said we're about to run out of reserves. And did you catch the other thing he said? He said that it would be bedlam. The definition of bedlam is a state of extreme uproar, confusion, and chaos. So it's straight out the horse's mouth now. If you're still denying at this point, I mean, you got no excuse. Even the president's saying it now. There's bad times coming. But you know, at least we got that deal, right? Nope. Just got called off. Iran said they're not going to be fulfilling their obligations, and Vance just canceled his trip. And why? Because of what I've been saying this entire time. This small country cannot and will not stop, or be stopped. So could we finally start taking this thing seriously now? Because the president just said that we were going to run out of reserves if we didn't get this deal, and that it would be bedlam, and now the deal's off. So, you know, you put 2 and 2 together, we're going to run out of reserves and it's going to be bedlam, right? So we're going to start buying some non-perishables now, or...
Yeah. Yeah, so, you know, like I said, we come to that time now. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back to that definition. You brought it out. All right? Bedlam. All right, bedlam refers to a state of extreme uproar, confusion, and chaos. The word stems from a colloquial pronunciation of the Hospital of St. Mary of Bethlehem in London, which was one of the world's oldest and most notorious psychiatric institutions. All right, psychiatric institutions. I find that interesting. Let's go to the book of Matthew real quick. All right, this is Matthew chapter 24. And let's go to verse 12, I believe. All right, Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12. It says, "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold." All right, the love of many shall wax cold. So let me get this precept in the blue letter. All right. Real quick, bear with me, y'all. So let's do this. Okay, Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. Okay, let's see. The word for cold here is Strong's G5594.
Strong's G5594. Sucho. Sucho.
All right. So the word is sucho. All right, that's where you get the word psycho. Okay. Let's go. Okay, so pretty much we come into a time where it's gonna be a cold situation. You know what I'm saying? People are going to be losing it, man. I want you to hold on to this to this understanding of psycho. You know what I'm saying? I want you to hold on to this word psycho. All right. As it says at the bottom, it's in reference to, all right, this notorious psychiatric institution where those who are psychos are admitted to. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. So let's listen to a video from Dabu7 real quick. All right. Given that Donald Trump is now telling the truth about the fact that these reserves that he keeps telling you we got plenty of, we're running out of it. You see what I'm saying? We're running out of it, and the large amount of oil that we have, all right, it's crude. It's crude. It's not converted into the gas that you put in your pumps. All right, that has to be converted elsewhere. And the largest country that was doing that conversion was Iran. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the largest. So, and if you remember during this war with Iran, they was blowing all those refineries. So there you have that. Right? So let's go to Dabu. Bear with me.
We have the Straits of Hormuz closed again, and people should prepare for blowback. They should prepare for what's coming ahead. You had Trump himself on video just last week saying we're 4 weeks away from disaster, that our reserves have been reduced to almost nothing. Pinning all hopes on this meeting that's supposed to be going down today. And of course, Israel will not stop bombing Lebanon. You can see the images on the left. There is a fierce battle going back and forth between Hezbollah and Israel. And Iran is saying, unless that stops, there is no MOU, there is no peace deal, there is no anything. They also say that the West is just constantly lying, that they've had no intentions of doing anything, although they will go meet or send a representative to meet Witkoff. We doubt that's going to fix anything here. They can't even handle what's going on with Hormuz, let alone anything to do with the nuclear stuff. This is going to be one of the most embarrassing things for Trump ever. He can either pull out of this whole thing, back out of it, and continue to try to work out a deal, or he's going to return to dropping bombs. And if they do so, it's not going to be light. It's not going to be tit for tat. It's going to be hardcore. I'm going to say bigger than what we've even seen thus far. They've talked about taking Karg Island, troops on the ground, everything. And it's all on the table. But I'm going to say this. The supplies are not coming. The oil, gas, fuel, textiles, plastics, all the things that have been bottled up and just froze are not coming. The markets and everyone was hoping that everything would get back online, but that's not the case. Come Monday morning, oh boy, well, we'll see where we're at in terms of war and all that, but the markets keep going back and forth, getting jerked up and down. And the reality is, you got to expect this from here, that they're going to keep trying to do this. Say they got a deal coming and there's no deal coming. So I would prepare. This means that there's going to be an influx in terms of the price of things and things that you just can't get here in the next month or so. I would prepare and get ready here. So join me for Underground World News Live, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, where I'm updating to stuff like this and a whole lot more. Hope to see you there.
All right. So you heard it. All right, you heard it from Trump. You know what I'm saying? And now we're seeing that this deal is falling apart. All right, because these small hats they refuse to stop. All right, the world knows very well that these jokers don't want peace. The world is seeing now that they don't that these dudes do not they don't care about human life. They don't care about stopping the violence. This is not about defense. It's not about self-defense or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? having a right to defend itself. It's nothing. It has nothing to do with that. And the world is starting to see this. This is Isaiah chapter 25. Real quick. Isaiah chapter 25 and verse 7. All right, you guys are having a hard time fooling the world into you being these perpetual victims. You see what I'm saying? All right. Isaiah chapter 25 and verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. All right. And now your boy Trump, you know what I'm saying, Nero's getting he's getting worked up, man. You know what I'm saying? Now he's openly defying, all right, Benjamin Milikowski. You see what I'm saying? These small hats as a whole, they're trying to he's trying to get up out of this. He's trying to back out of it, you know what I'm saying? However way he can. You know what I'm saying? And he has completely fractured his base, man. Sending $300 billion. Sending $300 billion towards these Persians. You know what I'm saying? Why? As reparations for what they have done in this conflict towards the Iranians. You know what I'm saying? The irony is just rich with this one. You see what I'm saying? It's amazing. But you know, the world can see, all right, that these people are not for peace. They're not for ending conflicts. All right. And the closing of this strait now, as Dabu said, you know what I'm saying, it's going to cut off all the access, cutting off all the supplies. You see what I'm saying? And they're not coming. They're not coming. You know what I'm saying? And Trump said this could be bedlam. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, that's going to be times 10, man. Times 10. Because the scriptures tell you that the Lord's going to set the Egyptian against the Egyptian. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 19. Isaiah 19 and verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. You see what I'm saying? So this, you know, when there's no food on the shelves, when there's no when there's no provisions anymore, you know what I'm saying? All the medications are stopped, you know what I'm saying? They're ceased. All right, gas increases. These jokers really thought that everything was going to come right back to normal. You know what I'm saying? When the gas prices was going down, they was like, oh, look, see, y'all was talking about nothing. Y'all was worried about nothing. You see, all the gas prices is steady. They're coming down. You know what I'm saying? Slowly but surely, they're coming. Meanwhile, what? The evils are still coming. The evils are still approaching. Right? As a matter of fact, let me get this real quick. Let's go to 2nd Esdras chapter. Let's get 2nd Esdras chapter. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 16 and verse 21. It says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great destruction, great confusion. You know what I'm saying? So, excuse me. So that's going to have a profound impact on the people. You know what I'm saying? On the minds of the people. All right? Where everyone's going to fight against each other, man. Okay, let's see. Let's stay in Second Esdras. Let's go to Second Esdras chapter 6 and verse 22. It reads, "And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown." All right, the sown places shall appear unsown. All these places, these institutions that you had to trust in, you know what I'm saying, that you put your trust in, all right, from welfare, from freaking the pantries and all that stuff, man, you know what I'm saying? And all these markets, convenience stores and supermarkets and all that, it's gonna be cut asunder, man. All right. You want to see smash and grab, like the president said, you know what I'm saying? Like Nero 47 said. He said, you want to see Bedlam? Well, this gonna be far worse, man. When you look at just a small glimpse of what we saw in Leave the World Behind. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be showdowns like that. It's gonna be standoffs like that. You see what I'm saying? And all these preppers that was going online, you know what I'm saying, showing people their hideouts, showing them their pantries, their bug out locations or whatever, you know what I'm saying? This hey man. There's people who have scouted out those spots, scoped them out. You know what I'm saying? They know where you are. All right? All these preppers out here, man. Okay? Now it's one thing to get a couple things, you know what I'm saying, if you can afford it, all right, just a couple stuff that you need, a little extra, you know what I'm saying, just to be wise and be prudent. But for all those hoarders out there who've been putting their trust in their pantries, putting their trust in their weapons and their trainings and this and that, you see what I'm saying? It's not gonna play out the way they think it's gonna play out. You know what I'm saying? Like there is no prepping for what the Lord's got coming. All right. So again, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And the trumpet shall give a sound which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Whosoever remaineth of all these things, of all these that I have told you, shall escape, and see my salvation and the end of your world. All right? Remember that word psycho. Okay? When we read Matthew, the 24th chapter, 12th verse, okay, the love of many shall wax cold. That word for cold in the Greek is suko, which is where you get psycho. All right, this is the etymology for psycho. It's the shorter phrase for psychological or psychopathic. Okay. Beginning in 1927, that's when the word was shortened to psycho. All right. So real quick, let's go to psychopathic. Psychopathic. All right. In the etymology, it says pertaining to or of the nature of psychopathy. Or model of German psychopathic, from Greek psyche, which is the mind. All right, pathos, meaning suffering. Okay, suffering of the mind. The scriptures say, give me any plague but the plague of the mind, the plague of the heart. All right, the plague of the heart, which in the Hebrew, the word for heart is lab, that goes into your mind. So give me any plague but the plague of the mind. And we're about to see great sufferings of the mind very soon. You see what I'm saying? people are going to lose it. The love of many shall wax cold. All right, this is just a quick example of the type of madness that you're about to see out here. Bear with me.
Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? It's a deer. She eating it, bro. Oh, wow.
Hey, you eating that shit? Hey.
They ain't gonna ask you, man. That motherfucker crazy. Shut the door, man. If she come bite you, then you. Yeah, you heard dude said you sick as fuck. That's the wildest shit.
So I'm live right now on Drake. This girl I was just passing, and I seen that she was gutting a deer, baby deer, doing something with it. She literally is. I had to call 911. She is singing. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone, and degutting and just doing all kinds of crazy shit with it, nitpicking with it, slicing it open, taking pieces out. Isn't this crazy? And I told 911 she may have, medical problems. Obviously, she's doing something with it. I just can't believe this is what I'm seeing. Why would you pick a baby deer? And she's literally, I don't know, I haven't seen her eat any of it or anything yet. And she's playing with it, putting its eyes back in and doing all kinds of different shit. This is fucking crazy. Thank God it's not a person.
Not yet. Not yet. She said, thank God it's not a person. Not yet. This is what the prophets are telling you. This is what the prophets have been warning you about. Not yet. But it's coming. It's coming. When you think about all these shortages, when you think about all the lack of resources, when you think about this the lack of medical supplies, all right, this is the country that has the highest level of antidepressants. Let me confirm this. All right, let me confirm this. Which country has the largest usage of antidepressants? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so it says the AI overview says Iceland has the highest antidepressant usage rate, with approximately 168.9 users per 1,000 people as of 2024. Other countries with high usage include Portugal, Canada, Sweden, and Spain. All right, that's interesting. All right, that's interesting. But when you think about it, okay, America is not the only one that's undergoing this shortage. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yep. So, yeah, you got these places. All right, Iceland, Portugal, Canada, Sweden, Spain. You know what I'm saying? All right, of course, they're not going to put America on that list, but we know the truth. We know the truth. Okay? We know the truth. You can't be you can't play these games, man. All right? Let's go to the book of Second Esdras, chapter 15 and verse 55. Let's start at verse 55. All right. It says, "The reward of thy whoredom shall be in thy bosom, therefore shalt thou receive recompense. Like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord, even so shall the Most High do unto thee." Okay, and you know damn well these devils was finding, all right, the children of Israel to be quite delectable. You know what I'm saying? And so this truth, you can hide, all you want to, man. You can hide the records, you can hide all the documentation. It's true. Y'all devils are a bunch of sick psychos. You Edomites are sick, as is written in the book of Hebrews, chapter 16, chapter 12, verse 16. You know what I'm saying? Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau. You see what I'm saying? You are profane. You are deplorable. You see what I'm saying? You are profane. You see what I'm saying? You're the based man. You're the basest of men. You are that beast man. You see what I'm saying? And the Lord is about to allow you devils, the closer we get to the fall of your kingdom, the more you are reverting back to your original state. You're reverting back to your beast-like mentality. And all you jakes that's trying to save these devils, man, I got something for you. I got something to tell you, man. The Lord's going to show you. The Lord is going to show you why these people are the devil. The Lord is going to show you who Esau, Edom is. The Lord's going to show you that. You see what I'm saying? It says, verse 56, like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord Yahweh, even so shall the Most High do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy cities shall be broken down. America's finna be broken down from New York, Manhattan, you see what I'm saying, to Chicago, all right, to California, to Miami, Florida, to Alabama, Georgia. All right, Georgia, Alabama, you know what I'm saying? All these places, man. All these great cities are going to fall. All these great cities that you took pride in. DC will fall. All these places are going to go down, man. All right? Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. They that be in the mountains, excuse me, they that be in the mountains shall die of hunger, and eat their own flesh, and drink their own blood, for very hunger of bread and thirst of water. You see what I'm saying? Thou as unhappy shalt come through the sea and receive plagues again. All right? It's coming to it. You see what I'm saying? This is Jeremiah chapter 19 and verse 9. It reads, I will cause them to eat the flesh of their sons and the flesh of their daughters, and they shall eat every one the flesh of his friend in the siege and straitness wherewith their enemies, and they that seek their lives shall straiten them. You see what I'm saying? And you Jakes is about to be a part of this too. You Israelites are about to be a part of this too, man. The Lord's going to break your staff of bread very soon. You know what I'm saying? Bear with me. All right. All right. So here you got an image. Okay. It was a whole video footage of this man, this Edomite, eating this rabbit. The fur is still on the skin. This is a rabbit he is eating. He is eating it raw, like a savage, like a cannibal. He's eating this thing. You see what I'm saying? This is Esau Edom. This is the people of whom you are trying to save, Jacob. And the Lord is going to show you who these devils are, man. When the lights go out, when the power goes out. You see what I'm saying? When your bank accounts are all emptied and there's nothing left. When the people lose everything and they have nothing left to lose, they lose it. And you're about to see Esau Edom come back into his primal self. You're gonna see him. You're gonna see him act the fool. You're gonna see Esau in his element. You're about to see it. Like that woman said, good, thank God it's not a person. Not yet. Not yet. You see what I'm saying? Not yet. In the near future, that deer carcass is actually going to be a human being. In the near future, that rabbit in his hands is going to be a young infant child. Y'all think the Lord's playing, man. The Lord is not playing with none of you niggas. He's about to show you. And the prophets have warned you of these things, man. Let's go to, all right. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 20. And he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry, and he shall eat on the left hand, and they shall not be satisfied. They shall eat every man the flesh of his own arm. Huh? You think the Lord's playing? The Lord ain't playing with you, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8. And it reads, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. And we about to see that ramped up to the highest degree, man, very soon. You see what I'm saying? And those of you Jakes who have been playing around and taking this for a joke, all right, you men, you women, you children, all of you are going to receive the judgment. You see what I'm saying? And your blood is washed off of our hands. So I'm going to cut that there, man. I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. This has been your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. All right. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. And I want to end this by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto our power, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Ruchaha Kodash. Shalom to all of you out there, man, tuning in. Shalom. Hey, real quick, shalom, shalom. All right, call hello, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Ruchaha Kodash. It's your brother Zakaria Allah once again. Okay, and real quick, man, you know, this is so funny. I just finished up the lesson that I just did, you know what I'm saying, and I wanted to, you know, pretty much ask the internet, you know what I'm saying, or rephrase the question. I wanted to ask the same question, but I wanted to rephrase it. All right. So instead of asking which country has the largest largest usage of antidepressants, I switched it up and I said, which country has the largest use of antipsychotics? All right, antipsychotics. And then it gave me the truth. It said the United States has the largest or second highest rate of antidepressant consumption, which often includes antipsychotic medications as part of treatment for mental health disorders. However, specific data on antipsychotic usage by country may vary. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, that's hilarious, man. And even in telling the truth, they got to tell you, they got to mislead you. You know what I'm saying? Even with telling you the truth, they got to be like, oh, well, listen, you know, it may vary from country to country because it was, you know, all right, as I pointed out in the lesson, It was giving me Spain, Portugal. It was giving me Sweden and all that stuff, man. These is countries that you know what I'm saying, they ain't got all this chaos going on. You know what I'm saying? These are countries that ain't got that much that much friction. Let's be real. You see what I'm saying? That's how you know that these jokers be lying, man. They use AI to lie. All right. Sometimes you just got to switch up the question for them. You know what I'm saying? Or like the apostles say, you know what I'm saying? You gotta corner it. You gotta corner AI. So let's go to Romans real quick. Like I said, I just wanted to point this out. All right. I may just add this on to the lesson, you know what I'm saying, attach it to it, or I may just upload this by itself. So let's go to Romans chapter 1 and verse, I believe it's verse 18. All right. Con, this is Romans chapter 1, verse 18. For the wrath of the Most High Power is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness. You see what I'm saying? Who hold the truth in unrighteousness. And this is the truth of the matter. This is the truth of the matter. The United States has the highest, all right? They had to add in the second highest. No, you know it's the highest. You know it's the highest, man. Quit playing. The United States has the highest rate of antidepressant consumption. You see what I'm saying? So as I was pointing out in my lesson, all right, when these supply shortages kick, all right, when they fully kick in, and there's no more access to these medications, all right, these medications over the counters, these medications coming from the doctors, they can no longer prescribe them because they're no longer in stock. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be a nightmare. What happens when someone is cut off of their antidepressants cold turkey? You see what I'm saying? These sedatives. I like to call them spiritual sedatives, man. You know what I'm saying? They sedate they keep the demons at bay for just a small short of time. You see what I'm saying? But you constantly need them in order to keep them at bay. But what happens when all these demon sedatives are no longer able to be shipped to you? All right? The Lord is going to allow these demons to run havoc. You see? So yeah, like I said, it wasn't going to be long, you know what I'm saying? Just wanted to add that and bring that truth out, man. All right? It's about to be chaos in America. It is about to be chaos. This is the valley of the shadow of death. This is that place. This is that dark valley. This is America. And the Lord's going to show you what this truly ungodly, all right, patch of land has got coming for it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna cut that there, man. I pray this is edifying to you, elected in the nation of Israel. Shalom.